At the end of October of the regular season of 2023, how do the 10 Football Bowl Subdivision conferences compare to each other? The American Athletic Conference, Big Ten, Big 12, and Mid-American Conference have all completed every one of their out-of-conference games for the regular season. This is the Gridiron-Connoisseur. I will present the results of my objective formula that will rank all 10 FBS conferences and provide an unbiased ranking order. As a reminder, the FBS conferences include the American Athletic Conference, Atlantic Coast, Big Ten, Big 12, Conference USA, Mid-American Conference, Mountain West, Pacific 12, Southeastern, and Sun Belt. The criteria used to rank the FBS conferences include the following: wins and losses versus out-of-conference opponents. Wins at home are worth less than those at neutral sites or in true road games. Wins over other FBS conference opponents are worth much more than wins over FCS opponents. Wins versus other conferences champions, including divisional winners, earn bonus points for the conference. Conference rankings at the end of October are as the following in ascending order. Number 10 is the Mid-American Conference, which ranks last among the FBS conferences. The MAC does have 2 wins versus the ACC and Big 12 respectively. Number 9 is the American Athletic Conference. The AAC looks weaker than it did last season after the loss of 3 of its upper echelon programs: Central Florida, Cincinnati, and Houston. The 6 new members, Alabama Birmingham, Florida Atlantic, Charlotte, Texas San Antonio, Rice, and North Texas, have combined for an out-of-conference record of 8 wins and 16 losses. 4 of those new members are 1-3 out of conference, while the other 2 are 2-2 each. Coming in at number 8 is Conference USA. Conference USA has lost all 8 of its matchups versus Power 5 conference opponents so far. Number 7 is the Mountain West Conference. The Mountain West has scored a victory over an opponent from the American Athletic Conference, Big Ten, SEC, and Big 12. Number 6 is the Sun Belt Conference. The Sun Belt has continued its ascent from the basement of the Football Bowl Subdivision several years ago. Splitting its 4 games versus the Big 12 helped that climb. However, the SBC has only won 2 of its 9 games versus the other Power 5 conferences. The Big 12 ranks as number 5, the lowest among the Power 5 conferences. There are 2 primary reasons for that. 6 members have each lost an out-of-conference game. 3 members have each lost 2 out-of-conference games. The Atlantic Coast Conference checks in at number 4. On the bright side of this season, the ACC still has a winning record versus the SEC. However, the ACC has lost 3 of its 4 games versus Notre Dame. The Southeastern Conference remains at number 3. The SEC still has multiple out-of-conference games in the regular season, so its ranking has some room for improvement. The Big Ten, at number 2, has finished its out-of-conference games for the regular season. The conference is still close enough to grab the top spot, depending on the results of its bowl games. The Pacific 12 did nothing in October to lose its spot at the top of the rankings. It would be ironic that a conference in its final season of existence might prove itself to be the strongest in the Football Bowl Subdivision before it implodes. That is all for the month of October. Of course, the order of these rankings did not change since the end of September. There are plenty of outer conference games in November, especially for the ACC and SEC. Check back at the end of November to see how the rankings look at the end of the regular season.